So in terms of how I believe the Gen AI cycle is going to play out here over the next few years is, right now we're clearly in the LLM build cycle. So that benefits the chip guys who are the core of the large language models. That benefits the guys who are building the large language models. You probably have a half dozen, 8-10 companies that are building LLMs at scale. At the end of the day, the LLM business is going to be owned by Google, AWS, Azure. It's going to be the guys who dominate the remote server business who are going to dominate the LLM business. And so right now, in terms of companies, we're in the experimentation stage whereby corporations are experimenting with large language models, generative AI applications and services. That experimental budget flows through to companies like ChatGPT is probably the largest beneficiary, ChatGPT/Microsoft. And by default, that benefits NVIDIA, given that NVIDIA is the chip supplier to all these LLMs. In terms of what carries over into production budgets in 2024 and 2025, that's the great unknown. Because when it comes to generative AI, it's really an exercise in creativity. The end user's creativity. So what type of use cases, what type of applications can the business user think of that can help drive ROI in the business? So that's fundamentally what's going to create demand for generative AI products and services, what's going to create demand for the LLMs that underpin the Gen AI products and services. At the end of the day, this becomes a demand equation. But right now, we're just in the build cycle and building the infrastructure. And so the cloud guys who build LLMs and the chip guys like NVIDIA are the ones who benefit at this stage. And of course, the build cycle is going to be an iterative process, but right now the process is accelerated given that we've started from ground zero in the LLM world. That's all for now. See you next time.